I just want to say pitching and defense. You mentioned how it hasn't changed. Blum and I talk about this all the time. This is kind of like most games, right? You have the season and then you have the playoffs. The playoffs is still pitching, defense, and not striking out. I mean, Verlander's going to give up 0, 1, or 2 runs, right? Garrett Cole's going to give up 0, 1, or 2 runs. Who wins that day 2-1, 1-0 based on like the way the ball bounces, but you have to have that strategy in place. Sorry, Blummer. I know you guys want to get to the series coming up after the All-Star game too.
Well, that's what I was gonna use that to lead into it, because that was one of the things in watching that series when the Astros went through Yankee Stadium, and they've played 5 games already. But it was really interesting to me because I agree with you that I think this Yankees team is different in the sense that they are trying to make more contact. You know, Rizzo is a freak with how he handles the strike zone. I know the average isn't there. He's gotten some timely hits, but dude, that guy puts together an absolutely frustrating at bat. Fouling off pitches, laying off pitches, forcing deep counts, and that affects starting pitchers. And then you start to get to some of these bullpens around the league, and that's when you start going to do a lot of damage. But going back to Kiner Falefa and Trevino, for that matter, is that yes, they put together good at bats and they're having career years in Yankee Stadium. But the thing for me is the defense has gotten better behind the pitching staff. Trevino
not just gotten better. It's Trevino's the best framer in baseball.
The Yankees have the most defensive runs saved. I think they're up there at the top of the league now. It's crazy how fast it happened.
And that's the number that jumped for me, because watching, obviously we've had years where we've had Garrett Cole, Verlander, Greinke, some of the, Lance McCullers Jr., Dallas Keuchel doesn't win a Cy Young if they don't play defense behind him. Right. That's where
he doesn't win a Cy Young if he doesn't pitch 4 times against the Yankees that year.
Yeah, they had a hard time with the soft
they didn't score off.
Couldn't elevate on him. But, the defense is what's going to enhance your pitching staff. So those 2 guys, I think, made the offense a little more dynamic and useful and set up for some of the big boys in that lineup. And then the defense has been incredible. Trevino's been a lot of fun to watch him kind of grow up and work with that pitching staff. But the bullpen for the Yankees, what I saw in those 4 or 5 games against the Astros, the bullpen, it might be the linchpin of what they're able to go out there and do, because you guys are going to be able to slug. You're going to get the Giancarlo 3-run home run. You're going to get the Judge, 3-run double, or the late inning home run like we saw in that series. But the bullpen was absolutely shut down, and that was a series that we didn't even see Aroldis Chapman in.